Greetings everyone, Agion here, another couple Heroes 2 replay. Spawn north side as the breakthrough Doctrine, we have Nuffa. Spawn on the south side as the Soviet player, we have a foreign name. Combat engineers, not getting any sort of additional tech structures, going straight for conscripts. On the north side, we do have a Kubelwagen opener, probably going for some Panzer Fusiliers after that. Volksgrenadiers, actually. We do have some barbed going on down, trying to deny that light cover. Though there's a bit of light cover everywhere, that wire is really pointless. Look, there's light cover right here in the middle of the road. That is really not important, and this is omnidirectional as well. This light cover, there's a lot of light cover here, here. Like, that's not really necessary to lay down that wire either. Conscripts, there are some flanking shots right there. If you take a look, I think that some of those flanking shots, sometimes sort of hard to tell with these hitboxes what conscript is flanking not, but based on damage he's receiving, I think these guys, at least this guy here, are receiving flanking shots. We got the Volksgrenadier now coming on in, who will be approaching for a good flanking angle. Maybe. Combat engineers coming to support. They're currently out in the open. Sturm Pioneers coming for a flank as well, so likely these areas will be forced back. We do got some Panzer Fusiliers now out on the field. And we're probably going to have some nice mass capturing up the left side. On the right side, we do got some conscripts capturing multiple points. This map is good for a conscript opener due to the fact that there's a lot of points. This map is designed for a 2v2, not really for a 1v1. Let's go ahead and repair that up. Is he going to try to deploy out some shoe mines? Looks like he has spent some munitions. Nope, laying down some wire there for the sandbags. Got it.
Lock bolts, prepare to move. Fire obstacle up. Lock bolts, prepare to move.
We do got some sandbags going on down right there. No sandbags over here.
This is what we're trained for.
Oh yeah, he also got the minesweeper out very early, which will allow him to cut the wire very early as well. That's why where's all the munitions went. The minesweeper. Do you got a bit of munitions being spent here? Oh, it's a flamer. This Kubelwagen will get flamed a little bit. And is getting some various damage coming onto the Kubelwagen now. Conscript's pretty far forward and actually now out of the capture zone, so he's not actually capturing the VP. Sturm Pioneer's in a nice flanking spot. He could potentially rush forward, especially with the aid of the Volksgrenadier. That conscript is quite low. We'll drop multiple models on retreat. 3 models, and those 3 remaining models are going. They need medics as soon as possible. We do have medics on the build queue. The guy half track here has the same couple of bullets. And we do got these conscripts behind the heavy cover, but these guys do approach without sustaining much fire. Panzer Fusiliers should perhaps stop running and start engaging. Looks like it's going straight for this garrison. Capturing multiple points. We've got a Maxim now out in the field, suppressing the Volksgrenadiers. Sturm Pioneers could rush forward and get some nice flanking shots from across these sandbags.
Orders complete. Good and ready. Machine gun ready.
He does go ahead and reposition the Maxim. Maybe he's going to send along this assault force over here. Looks like he is. On the right side, you got the Panzerfusiliers. Volksgrenadier are falling back to get reinforcements, and the Kubwagen's going to be capturing up the munitions point. Very nice. Some shrew mines there. It may have been spotted. That's probably the edge of the vision range.
The command vehicle has converted to a static building.
Not Sturm Pioneers. Maxim is sitting on up. The Sturm Pioneers will likely get suppressed. Does force back that squad there.
Structure complete.
Maxim will be repositioning over here. We got the wire to stop the sandbags from being used, but the Sturm Pioneers do have their wire cutters, so they can cut them. Kubwagen engaging at maximum range, so allows him to get some free damage in. Volksgrenadier is behind a bit of heavy cover as well. Volksgrenadier could use some heavy cover here. They're all by them lonesome, so perhaps maybe it's going to be just a bit defensive to ensure that BP and field point doesn't go down. The Volksgrenadier here has to think quite a bit of fire. We do got the battle group HQ, has been upgraded for medics, has been upgraded and deploying out a 251 flat cap track. He does throw a frag on the retreat path, and was actually very, very predictive. He got really lucky that he did a late retreat like that. That frag should not have hit. That was if he would have just stood there, he would have completely missed. But he saw the animation thinking like, oh, I'm just going to retreat back to escape it and run straight into it. That was a very, very good frag. Maxim does not suppress any of those squads. Conscripts are going to be fighting for their lives. Combat engineers are in the area. Could hop inside the building as well, but nothing to engage the half track in nearby. The Maxim is getting hit. Oh. And does throw out another frag grenade there, but this one won't be as lucky. Ooh, Incendiary Grenade was used by the Volksgrenadier, and that Pioneer is severely wounded. The shoe mines will not be tripped. Oh, the Kubwagen could have stuck around and potentially wiped out that combat engineer. Big oversight there. Mine detected. Oh, there's a flare mine right there.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
And it's still revealed. You can see now it's been rehidden. That can be really hard to see, even with a minesweeper. Oh, he found it now.
Light tank ready.
And you can see the flare parachute right there. Another flare mine. I like seeing flare mines. We do got a T-70 now out on the field. A very effective light tank, as we all know. It hasn't cut the wire just yet over here. T-70 is making his advance. And we've got the half-track now receiving some hits there. Multiple pens. I don't think he can actually bounce off of it. Vickenwerfer does roll a miss. Vickenwerfer is falling on back. He's trying to get some AT grenades. He does have the AT grenade research. T-70 is making his advance once again. Does roll a miss, but does get a minor splash with explosion and rolls a miss again. Kubwagen will stop the capture on that cutoff point, but will go down there due to an AT grenade. Yes. Volksgrenadier and Panzerfusiliers making their advance. Maxim pushing his way forward to the center of the map, trying to follow going to set on up. We do got a lag out in the field, which will help him barrage the Maxim as he finds it again. Shroom Officer is out on the field, so he may be eyeing for some forced retreats with it. This is a good map as well for the Yag Tiger. Open sight lines, but a lot of movement blockers to prevent any sort of rush downs. So this is a good map for it. He's probably need to go for sheer Panzer quarters and perhaps get a Panzer IV in the meantime. Does get some good suppression there on the Panzer Fusiliers. Lag eyeing for a barrage onto this now. Good splash damage. It does get the gunner right there. Does get the snare. The SW has half track. Killing it is a minor victory. Still charging on in. He needs to start getting a squad over there now. He's pretty close to death now. Perhaps a forced retreat. Lag does get a good hit there. Maybe he could throw some lag smoke. He's not thinking about the lag smoke. The smoke sometimes is not an easy thing to remember. T7 is now charging. Does get the mechanic warfare. Does throw another AT grenade. So that's 60 munitions to take it out. That's actually quite expensive. He may actually lose that squad. Thinks that's shoe mine. Nope, he loses the two lower health models.
Light vehicle destroyed.
Using 2 AT grenades on SW has half track. That's probably generally not worth it. 60 munitions. Though it is Soviets. Soviets tend to stockpile a bit munitions. They go for guard motor coordination tactics, armored assault, which does have the IL-2s. And mechanized support tactics, which does have the ISU 152 and a strafing run. Great damage coming on the combat engineers there. We do got this gun being built by the Soviet player. Good idea. He can also has enough fuel and manpower to tech up again. Another half track has been deployed on out. Sheer Panzer quarters going on down, going for the cutoff point. Does get some good damage there on top of the Sturm Pioneers. The Mechanic Warfare set on up. Does get good hit there onto the T-70. We'll find another good shot there. He has a lot of vision range. Oh no, he retargeted when he was still in arc. He sets on up, fires. No, he does not. He should have not packed on up. I think he would have had enough time to fire again.
Command half-track has been permanently established as a static post.
Half-track set on up. He has mods with a gun upgrade and also getting some Oberstotzen. The gun upgrade, of course, allow him to protect that lie. Can stick it pretty far forward now. And the farther forward is, the more accurate its auto attacks will be. Maxim going way too far forward. Actually was in range of the half track, just a little bit no vision. Fresh Oberson squad coming on out.
Combat unit ready.
And those Obersons are being upgraded with a LMG 34. Does drop a model there. T7 is making his advance. Obsossons are just been upgraded to LMGs, so that will give him quite a bit extra infantry damage. We got the Kenworfer engaging the T70. Could see a Zist Barrage. I don't know why a Zist Barrage seems like a good idea, but he's going to go for some attacks onto the half track. Does roll a miss there. Max range Zist Barrage here is they're pretty stacked up. Just needs one good round. Nice landmine detonation there. He had a Minesweeper but didn't have it active. It feels really bad sometimes. Sturm Officer is out on the field. Those out Molotov. Get some good damage on the Volksgrenadiers. Throws out a nice stun grenade there. Does fall back with the Volksgrenadier, or the Obsolescence, I should say. Finds that flare mine. I do love seeing those flare mines. Katusha on the build queue, very nice. While the OKW player, he's getting close to a Panzer IV. He could save us straight for a Jagdtiger, in which the Panzer IV is probably better at this point. As much as I want to say go for the doctrinal asset, at this point the Panzer IV would be better, especially once he realizes there's a Katusha deployed out and not a S-35 or T-34. Though the Jagdtiger does have the high explosive barrages available. Katusha barrage now raining on in. Get some good damage there onto the SW, the 251 half track. Does force retreat those conscripts, allowing them to secure that VP. Though this one is still being decaptured, but he does have the STG squad here. The Kenworfer is falling on doing a soft retreat, not a full retreat. And he's still partially being singed by that Molotov. Ooh. Does go down. I think it actually got abandoned in the middle of all that, but the extra round penned it and destroyed it. Sandbags not being completed.
Supply sector.
Go ahead and secure up that fuel sector there. More wire coming on down. Soviets are pulling out a regular mortar. Could go for guard mortar coordination tactics to get out 120 millimeter mortar. He also has a Katusha. Why does he need a mortar? This mortar, maybe he wants it for just for smoke. That's the only reason why I'll see the C to deploy that mortar right now. I don't think he has a Katusha. He has that as indirect. Which can be used to remove the Kenworfers as well as any other static. Hopefully he's just using it for smokes. Maybe we'll see a whole bunch of smoke usage. Incendiary grenade was thrown. This does roll a miss. Conscripts still getting burned a bit. Shroom Pioneers are quite wounded. Obersatzen and Panzerfusiliers are pushing their way forward. We got the conscripts behind some sandbags on the high ground. Very good position for them. He's going to have to rush forward, throw a bundle grenade to displace them, and then rush forward some more to close the gap. Zis and Maxim now engaging. He has a lot of fuel. He's going straight for the Jagdtiger. I don't think he's going for a Panther. Panther at this point will be horrendous. Flat Cap Track and Vikenda making their advance. The Vikenda don't really have anything to shoot at the moment. Doesn't not realize it, but they have nothing to shoot at. Just keep them, I would say, because you don't know if they're... Yeah, I suppose it's a good idea to always send out the assaults. We have caster vision right now, so maybe I would just say put it right by the HQ reserve out of sight of the Katusha. Does throw out some smoke right there. Does go and capture that point, lay down some more sandbags. Ooh, and the engineer fully goes down. He drops even the flamer. Sheer Panzer Quarter receiving quite some hits. There's a landmine right there, Soviet landmine. The mortar crew does get forced back. He doesn't need immediately... he still has an engineer squad. He doesn't really need it at the moment because he doesn't need repairs all too much. He does need repairs for the Katusha, but it's pretty rare to get that thing some damage. It's either dead or alive. Not really in between. We do got a Panzer IV-H out on the field. And that Panzer Fusilier squad needs to fall back. It's being left out to dry, may get white. There's only one window on that side, so it's actually unlikely. Does miss the Soviet landmine and blows up his own landmine there. This barrage coming on in by the OKW player. Oh, next round could collapse the entire building if he's not paying attention. He does actually lose a couple models there, but that may have been a direct hit from the gun. It's really hard to tell with that shot, but three of the models do go down. T-34-85 on the build queue. He has gone for the doctrine for the 100mm mortar. Panzer IV is out in the field. I wonder if he knows what doctrine his opponent's gone for yet. He knows about the... Yeah, he knows. Zoom Officer, Panzer Fusiliers. It'll give him an idea of what doctrine's gone for. 3 AT guns, 2 Vikenda Werfers, 1 Zis gun. So he really doesn't need the Yag Tiger anytime soon, but he doesn't really need to pull out another Panzer IV. Oh! And T-34-5 comes at the exact wrong moment. Does roll a bounce there. 2 shots and then he's dead. The Lag needs to throw out some smoke, the Vikenda Werfers and everything like that needs to push forward. And the frontal armor of the Panzer IV-H is absurdly high. This will help hit and pen that Panzer IV. One more shot and it's down, and at that point blank, it's dead. And rolls a bounce. I am completely... Okay, it goes down. That took longer than it should have. That's why my mod... I reduced down the armor and exchanged it for health. And the Panzer IV-H like that, it gets additional health, and rather than that stupid extra armor. Throws a frag on that suppressor unit, does retreat out of it. Conscripts do Ura forward, trying to go for an AT grenade. They will get a connect, does get an AT gun shot onto it. And hasn't responded just yet, and there it goes down. Easier than the severely wounded Panzer IV. Oh, T-34-5 has a damaged engine as well, and Vikenda Werfer does get the kill on as well. So both sides have lost their medium tank. conscripts are making their move to capture the point. The Kenwerfer is very much exposed. We got the Flammenwerfer, or the Rock's Flamethrower equipped Shroom Pioneer making its advance with access to the Minesweeper. Good Zis shot there. And looks like the AT gun will get fully decrewed. Mortar crew does fall back. Does have some guards rifles. He did lose one of his conscript squads entirely. Soviet landmine right there. Doesn't get randomly detonated. Does manage to salvage that wreckage. Very nice. Now he knows what doctrine his opponent's gone for. He knows about the T-3055, the guards, the marked target. And yeah, so he should have a good idea what his doctrine is. If not, he knows what he's fighting against. Katusha Barrage draining on in, but largely missed again. Hasn't been all too successful.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Our new weapons are here.
Does have some mortar smoke coming in, very nice. Quite a bit of fuel as well. T-3485 SU-76 does, or T-34-76 does offer more anti-infantry damage. Oof, that damage. And does not get the decapture in time. T-34-85 has less anti-infantry capability than T-34-76. And he's giving me the 85, which is probably generally a bad idea. Just go so it can engage armor easier. Reclaims of Kenwerfer as well. He's still down one of the Kenwerfer. I'm not sure where it went down with. Actually, he's in his opponent's hand. So both sides are just swapping AT guns.
Red Army at your service.
And the OKW player is very close to getting out of the Yag Tiger. He has a bit of munition stockpiled up, so he will be able to bring in multiple direct fire support barrages. Oh, drops a DP as well. And the Obersatsen will go and rush forward and pick it up. Ooh, and there goes that combat engineer. Here comes a Katusha Barrage. Does hit the Volksgrenadier a little bit, underestimating the scatter. But the Opsons will be able to recapture that area. Schumofficer took a bit of a beating. 1, 2, 3 models there. We do have the shoe mine now being laid on down in the center of the map, but it's in full vision range. This gun does get a good pin on the SU-85. And here comes a high explosive barrage. This guard squad has been merged with some conscripts. Does miss that. The rest of the barrage is going to land far behind.
Crew, get ready.
Yag Tiger needs to start getting in the center of the map. It's best to be placed in the center of the map anyways. And the flare spotting for the AT guns have been quite successful. Volksgrenadier needs to fall back. This Volksgrenadier needs to fall back. Does merge with the Kenwerfer. He will lose a sheer panzer quarters. but he does have his heavy asset on the field. Jagdtiger not in the... Needs it does have prioritized target on. Jagdtiger may be in range. Nope, he's falling back. Beginner for sitting on up. May get flanked. Does receive a pen there. Ooh, I think that's a shoe mine detonating. Ooh, nasty. Nope, Assassin will avoid the barrage. It was actually a little bit short. Does take out the anti-aircraft gun.
Supply half-track is in action. Standing by for setting of command post.
Kennewer first falling on back, getting a little bit too close. Lag still engaging these guys in the background. Guards pushing their way forward. Gets a good hit there on top of the lag right there, the mortar. We got the high explosive barrage. Yeah, high explosive rounds are coming on and onto the guard squad. The Sturm officer making their advance. Good hit there. Could see a force retreat on top of the MG. It doesn't have enough munitions. But that wide scatter's forced him back. Minesweepers will be finding nothing over there. Katusha barrage raining on in. Salvaging the wreckage, very nice. Needs a bit more fuel, can never hurt to have a bit of a stockpile of fuel. He's running low on manpower. He's building out Mechanized HQ, so once he gets that deployed, he will have, in the future, access to King Tigers. As well as getting a Stukas of Foos wouldn't be half bad. It'll help round out its composition, having a heavy indirect fire piece such as that.
Mobile command has been set. The static post is now in operation.
And plus a nice point for forward repairs wouldn't hurt as well. Good hit there. And we've got the Panzerfusilier now falling on back. We've got the Volksgrenadier now advancing, using the breakthrough ability, which helps him decapture points. I think also ever so slightly increases movement speed by a pitiful amount. Mortar does roll a miss there. Sturm officer is coming to support. The tickets are quite a bit in favor of the OKW player. Does use a marked target right there on top of that conscript squad, forcing back quite quickly. Let's see, he lost another conscript in one of those engagements. And he has a lot of fuel and a bit of manpower stored on up.
God's troops ready for action.
Maybe it was a bad idea to go for this auction. He probably, the way he's playing, he probably would like to get out an IS-2 or ISU. Going straight for the base again, this time more directly on top of the base. Is the Jagdtiger trying to poke forward? No, it's not. It's in a spot here. He needs to rotate it a little bit. It has a slow rotation, but in this case, it's fine with the rotation. Gets a direct hit right there. SU-76 is going to get another shot off. Nope. Not SU-76. Is this 3? I'm getting all these names mixed up. My apologies. I don't know why, I'm just sort of out of it today. We do got the dual LMG equipped Obersassen now at vet 3, or Vet 2, so we'll give him all his accuracy benefits. We got the Hack Explosive Barrage coming in. Not really worth it of a target, but destroy quite a bit of the heavy cover there. Great hit there with the light, getting a lot of damage on those support models. Oh, nice. He thought he was going to straight up charge on in, but nope. He was just charging with a frag or a bundle grenade, not with his machine guns. Ooh, he's low on manpower for reinforcements. Does force back that guard squad there. It's completely crewed by conscript models, which means they have higher target size. This is the problem with the conscript merge ability. In order for the merge ability for the conscripts to be effective and prevent that sort of bug to happen, they all need the same target size. All those models. Ooh, these guys. Oh, lose a Shroom officer. Oh, and that's a Stukas of Foos. Ooh. Big blunder right there. That is a big asset just wasted. He lost a Shroom officer, which is a bit of a waste as well. So he lost 2 things. I'm not sure where he's paying attention to, what third thing he was paying attention to. The Gunnerwerfer does get a good hit there. The conscript trying to oorah forward. Now he's able to get the snare off. Which will be very annoying. He does not have repairs there. T-45 could potentially kill the Jagdtiger, or get killed in return. The AT gun needs to rotate around. It's set up in a good spot right now. And there's a dead T-3045. Good shots at the AT guns, but both of them bounced. Zisgun, that is a very wounded Zisgun. It would not surprise me if this just looks at it and dies. Here comes a Katusha barrage raining on in somewhere over here. Looks like it's going to be largely missing. Does throw a grenade right there. Almost loses the Volksgrenadier. He's throwing away his advantage. Does lose that Volk squad. His opponent has not deployed out T-3476. He just needs anti-infantry support. He's not going to be able to win against the Jagdtiger anytime soon, so the anti-infantry support is probably a good idea. Does salvage that wreckage, very good. He has enough fuel for another Stukas of Foos. Probably a good idea to deploy it, just to displace these support weapons. As T-3476 can hit the flanks and support the flanks, leaving the Jagdtiger slow and unresponsive. Now he should back it up, and now assault from this side, though he does have the sector already secure. Does receive a bit of splash damage, friendly fire there, but he's only fighting against support weapons. We've got the Maxim here now engaging. Does throw out a Frenchable smoke, very nice. I don't know why, but it feels like these Obersaussen's about ready to die. I don't know why it just feels like that. Or not. Sometimes I have a feeling they just outright die. But I usually don't really say it all too quick enough, and then they just die in front of me, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. It's one of those gut feelings sometimes you get.
5 points remaining. Victory is at hand.
Has quite a bit of resources stockpile up. And he's going for a MG34. With the Noak 2 shot, that maybe not a good idea. Throws out a frag grenade, does dodge it in time. Does roll a miss there.
Heavy machine gun team ready for battle.
Not sure what he's trying to do right now. He's trying to get the high explosive barrage. Let's get a pen there. And does not get the ram off in time. But you got multiple guys, multiple weapons now engaging it. He does get the kill there on the T-3476. Does get the... And he just didn't reverse back far enough. Had all that time where he had moved. He also now using mark target and button and... Oh, there's no mark target. But he does have AT rifles here. And they do some deflection damage. Main gun destroyed.
The enemy has silenced one of our anti-tank guns.
Does roll a bounce there. The deflection damage won't kill. Still needs a pen for that, but it's very wounded. Charge over for AT grenade, but he does get the pen there, destroying the Yag Tiger. That was poorly played by the OKW player. He stopped moving when he should have been continuing reverse moving. And since he was spent so much time standing still, not only allowed the more time in vision while being snared, it just... He could have saved it. He had reverse move a long time ago. He probably would have been snared, probably would still be severely wounded, but still be alive. Creature receives a long-range bullet. Actually, no, receiving a long-range lag. He is suppressing the Scarred Squad. Good hit there. He is suppressed, but also has hit the dirt enabled. The lag is ripping that squad apart, but the mortar's getting some good hits there on the MG34. He has plenty of resources. Best he can do is probably right now save our King Tiger. He does not have the sheer Panzer quarters. King Tiger will provide him more anti-infantry support anyways. It would be a bit better than the Yag Tiger at this point.
We lost a gun crew.
Suppression coming out by the Maxim. Storm Pioneer trying to rush on 4. Does have the Flamer still. At this range, the Flamer should win out, but he's going to sustain a lot of losses. Does throw out a stun grenade right there, very nice. T-3476 rushing on in. Obsassin needs to fall back. Does get a good hit there by the Mechanorwerfer. No Schumann's upon the retreat path. Good pen there. Storm Pioneers do manage to win the fight. Does retreat back, not trying to secure the point. His opponent only has 9 tickets. May have been a good idea. No, he would not be able to secure it with the Scarred Squad. It was a good idea from the retreat back.
Ready to deploy!
Does go ahead and secure up the MG34. Obsassin still needs some reinforcements. Sure, it's very up-gun Obsassin, but they still need reinforcements. They're sending a bit too much fire, even being hit by the MG34 that he lost. Does fall back before we lost any models. The lag now receives some deadly hits there. It's a Vet 5 lag, which of course gives him a lot of extra range. And more penetration. Katusha barrage now raining on in. And that Lag sustained another deadly barrage. Volkswagen trying to capture this point is a Vec 2 guard squad. No DP upgrade. And does not dodge that frag. Guards rifles are pushing their way forward. And he is being healed up by that Lag. He is healing up the Lag. Apparently it's close enough to Battle Group HQ. Very nice. And very good hit there by the Lag. King Tiger's now pushing his way forward. This triple cap in favor of the Soviet player is going to pan him out great in the long run. The OKW player is just low in resources. The Soviet has a small stockpile of some manpower, little munitions, but a lot of fuel, so he doesn't have to worry about fuel points anymore. King Tiger being upgraded, Pinto mount, good idea. Ooh, and a great first shot there. Decrews the MG34. Zis does get a pen there. For the Lag, that 5 Lag is going to be engaging as well. Here comes like a Katusha barrage, nailing the Shroom Pioneers. Trying to fall back, does get stunned. And that Zis is basically destroyed. Best to force destroy it. The Lag does get the destroy on it. This is going to swap them out. Good idea. Zis gun here getting decrewed. On the left side, we've got the 324, 76, and the Maxim. It's set up in a forward position, not in any cover, but in a good position nonetheless. Good hit there by the Pin Whipper. Oh, that guy's very bunched up. Does roll a miss, however. Does get an AT grenade off, but it's next to the mechanized HQ. Pin Whipper does get overran. Decent hit. T-3476 charging on forward again. Has a lot of infantry to shoot at. That's a very good time for the T-3476. Guard squad here, not bracing dirt. Does not receive a frag grenade there of any sort. King Tiger just needs to stay back, get repaired up. Shroom Pioneers come to support as well. Not been queued up for reinforcements. Now the T-3476 is probably a good idea to spam out that armor. The T-3476 is very... Honestly, I love the T-3476. It's great against infantry. It does well against... It honestly performs higher than what's cost at against vehicles. And its cost is cheap. So I expect low performance, but it does actually decent performance in my opinion. In large numbers. Because it's easy to get large numbers of them. Oh, teammate gets out. Jackson, you can get 2 T-3476s for a little bit more extra fuel and manpower.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
I'll take 2 T-34s over a Jackson, over a Firefly, in most cases.
The enemy is down to 100 points.
Because, see here, it's going to annihilate this infantry. Gunner receives a deadly hit there. Does get a good hit there on the T-3476. Got a marked target there on top of the King Tiger knows a button. Shroom Pioneers trying to capture this point. This squad is suppressed, so the Shroom Pioneers should be able to win out, but there's a lot of defense crews here. This one's armed with some conscript models and engineer models, so this one has a decent defense crew. The combat engineers are better per model than over the conscripts. And there's armed with conscripts as well and engineers. So they do have a lot of defense models here. Don't doubt the defense models if it's a recruit weapon. Oh, does not get the kill, but does force back the Shroom Pioneer. Doesn't save for the capture. Should have stayed there for the capture. That would have won the game, potentially. Because he had 9 ticks. One has 9 ticks left. He does have these support weapons here. But that could have potentially won the game. Charging the MG34. King Tiger is now seeing multiple hits there. MG34 trying to reposition, hit these support weapons. King Tiger receives a marked target, and the right VP is now being decaptured. Goes out, bundle grenade on top of the Gun Whipper. Overkill on that one, not enough kill on the Zis gun. The Zis gun does go down there, but T-34-76 will be decrewing that MG34. Nope, the mortar got it. Good hits there on top of the Oberslatzen.
The enemy has killed another infantry squad.
And the Oberslatzen goes down. The OKW player does not have a whole lot of tickets left. He's going to need to do a forced retreat on this squad. Does pick up the DP. There's the forced retreat. But nothing to move over to secure this sector. He has a Maxim over here, just engineers a T-34 as well. The Shroom officer will not be able to capture that point while in the near the T-34. Deadly hit there, and there goes all those squads. I think the OKW player is actually going to lose this game. He threw it away. He could have won it. He threw away his Yag Tiger. He could actually won it at that moment, as I mentioned earlier, but he retreated that Stream Pioneer way too soon. He could have stalled the capture for 9 points, no problem. Now there's a still double capture, and soon to be a triple capture against the OKW player, and he's counting down fast with the tickets. He did decapture that point. It will be 15 ticks until he's lost the game. He's going to be decapturing the central. Nope, there's conscripts here. Conscripts just need to stay on the point. Sacrifice them. This point is lost. Does force retreat there, but there's another guard squad here pushing his way forward. And soon there's going to be triple capture. Yep, triple capture. That's going to be game. There's no way he can decapture 2 points in time. Maxim's even on that point. Does get the stun grenade off.
People anticipate our victory. The enemy has 10 points remaining.
He's down to 7 points, 4 points, 2 ticks, and he's gone. And that's the end of the game. He threw it away. This Agion saying, thank you for watching. No, that's just you. You threw away the Stukas Fus, you threw away your Yag Tiger, and you threw away your Sturm Officer. You threw away the capture to win you the game as well. This is Agion saying thank you for watching and signing off.